Isn't this the most interesting looking front mount phonograph you've ever seen? This is a Zonophone Concert Grand, and I love these early Zonophones. From around 1900 to 1903, 1904, this company did their own designs and brought out products that were so good, far superior to some of the other stuff that was on the market at the time. Eventually, Eldridge Johnson, the owner of the Victor Talking Machine Company, bought this company out. And then the Victor influence took over. He sort of saw this as a budget company. And so he was taking these machines and redesigning them, adding some Victor elements into them and making them a bit cheaper. And then eventually he just phased it out. But this is like the height of this company's products. Look at the size of this. It's a beautiful, huge brass horn. It's a nice cabinet. When I bring you into close to get a close look at this, you're going to see how incredible this finish is. Unlike some of the other machines, I mean, Victors are nice. I'm a fan of the Victor Talking Machine Company, but really the finishes on these are just unbelievable. And look at the way they made this support arm here. Everything about this machine is magnificent. And can you imagine this in your house on a shelf somewhere? I mean, it's impressive. So this machine dates from the period before Victor got involved with this company. Later, as I said, they modified the machines. They stopped using metal bed plates here. They made the woods just completely solid wood, and then the motor was mounted underneath. So this doesn't have that Victor influence, and it's just on that perfect period, 1900 to 1905, that this was probably made. So I like the simplicity of the cabinets. Even the corners, instead of having corners on it, it's just, they put these little cutouts in the corners. It's beautiful. It's just amazing. I'm going to bring you in. Let's take a look at this. Look at that horn. And the support arm is really nice. And there's a place here. You can see that knurled knob. There's sometimes a stand here to help support the horn, and that would clip into there, and then you tighten it with that. So it's actually missing that part, but that part's not really necessary because the horn isn't too heavy on this one. I love the cranks on these. There's the brake, there's our reproducer. Zonophone, typical elbow. Let me turn this machine around so we can see the other side. Oh, actually, let's go look at the front. And look at that finish. I don't know if you can see that in the video. Got this sort of matte sheen that's just amazing. Let's come into the back. That wonderful Zonophone decal. The turntable has a typical Zonophone pin. That fits into a little slot in the back of the record to keep the record from slipping, but I don't think it was actually that necessary. If you looked at some of the other videos on the Zonophones, some of the castings have some really nice lettering. This one doesn't, which is a shame. There's the brake. You can see how the support arm's attached. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little wind. I'll tell you a little fact. I was just winding this and I let it go and the handle just went like that and smacked me in the hand. So I guess you gotta be careful with these. Yeah, okay. Now, I think on this machine, the reproducer might be a replica, but it's a very good one. And with a little age, it'll look exactly like the original. So have I convinced you that this is the most beautiful front mount machine you've ever seen? Second only to the Grand Opera, I think, which was another Zonophone machine. Check out that video because the case is even nicer than this one, and it's just a beautiful machine. Very similar to this though. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I think is a magnificent Zonophone.